Let me tell you the story of Carl. Carl was a retired mailman with two hobbies: feeding squirrels and annoying his HOA. He lived in a quiet, overly regulated community called Whispering Pines, the kind of place where people measure their grass with rulers and throw side-eyes harder than dodgeballs. Now, Carl had never been a fan of the HOA. In fact, he used to call them high-strung overbearing ants, which, honestly, isn't far off. One sunny Tuesday, Carl bought a 6-foot-tall pink flamingo lawn ornament from a yard sale. It was hideous, gloriously hideous. Its eyes were slightly crooked, it leaned to the left like it had a hip problem, and it had sparkly sunglasses glued to its face. Carl named it Floyd. He placed Floyd right in the middle of his front yard like it was the Statue of Liberty. Within 24 hours, a friendly HOA violation notice appeared on his door. Lawn ornaments must not exceed 24 inches in height. Please remove immediately. Carl responded by putting a tiny top hat on Floyd and adding a name tag. Hi, I'm within my spiritual height. The war had begun. Next day, Carl added a second flamingo, a lady named Phyllis, complete with a pearl necklace and a martini glass. Now it was a scene. The HOA president, a woman named Linda who wore beige like it was armor, was not amused. She left another notice. Second violation. This is not a circus. Carl replied by adding a tiny clown car in the lawn with 3 squirrel statues inside it. At this point, other neighbors started joining in. Old Mr. Jenkins down the block added a plastic giraffe to his flower bed. Someone else installed a pirate gnome riding a pug. It was beautiful chaos. Panic. They called an emergency meeting. Carl, of course, showed up wearing a Hawaiian shirt with flamingos on it and brought popcorn. Linda, gripping the HOA handbook like it was the Constitution, demanded the flamingos be removed or Carl would face fines. Carl countered with a PowerPoint presentation titled, "The Flamingo Defense," a constitutional argument for lawn liberty. Slide 1 was just a gif of Floyd doing the Macarena. That week, Linda fined Carl $50 a day for non-compliance. Carl paid in pennies, delivered in flamingo-shaped bags. It was around this time that the local news caught wind of the story. The headline read, "Flamingo Uprising Shakes it to its core." Now the HOA was getting emails, some supportive, others threatening to ship 1,000 plastic flamingos to Whispering Pines in solidarity. Linda had enough. She resigned. At the next HOA election, guess who ran unopposed? That's right, Carl. His campaign slogan, "Let Floyd fly free." And when he won, the first thing Carl did was change the bylaws. Lawn decor shall be encouraged, especially if it is fabulously pink and slightly tacky. The Flamingo Army now stands at 38 strong, and every Wednesday, the neighbors gather around Floyd and Phyllis for lawn chair cocktails and flamingo-themed bingo. Whispering Pines has never been more alive. So, moral of the story: never underestimate a bored retiree with a love for lawn ornaments and a petty streak. Especially if he names his flamingo Floyd.